Sigh. Okay, so third time's a charm. It's the third time I've made this because the recording studio is being stupid, so I just decided to use EasyVid because I don't know, it's supposed to be easy. Anyways, yes, I'm back, and there will be an update going over all the specifics, but in the meantime, let's get to the point of the video. Today we're looking at Legion Simulator. Like I said, this is the third time I've tried this, so I've already got 2 characters made. This is a bit of a let's play and a bit of a review. And this is made by Wraith and Akashi. It's free, and there's a link in the description to the download. And so this is just a little it's an Empire strategy game. Empire management game, basically. And how it and it focuses around the Legion, which are original species that they created. That quick background, because it's not in the game, is they are an artificial species that appeared whenever a terraforming project using nanobots went wrong and bioformed a person. At some point, people are going to have to learn that using nanobots to terraform planets doesn't work. There's so many things that go wrong. Anyways, so you play the role of a Legion Queen, and your objective is basically, I think, to take the whole planet. It could expand out since this is sci-fi and there's a whole galactic, not empire, there's lots of different galactic empires out there. Anyways, neighborhood, I guess. So you could possibly expand out. I don't know, I haven't been playing long enough. So you can customize your Legion Queen. I'm not going to make a third one right now. And and there's a whole bunch of different sets. I just hit random. And then you will eventually be able to research, I guess, new outfits. I haven't gotten that far. And then this is the main screen. I've already started just throwing together, building up some followers. And so this is here you track the mana, obviously, and the more of these guys you get, the more mana. Renewers and terraformers and I think biotechs, no, trainers, are the 3 big mana producers. Recruits, consorts grab recruits. Well, sort of. Recruits are more or less people dragged in to be bioformed into Legion, who then become these guys. And you can improve your mana count here, though it's already going pretty fast, so it's hard to tell. And you can slightly speed up your recruiting by rapidly clicking. Though you gotta do that a lot. Battlers will help in battles, obviously. They have high attack, low everything else. Defenders have a decently high attack, low everything else. But the more of these you have, the more recruits you can hold. So, there, see? Terraformers improve your mana cap. Renewers reduce the cost of the tree, which we'll get to. Biotech's research. Pilots provide tech points, upgrade points, because there's only a finite. You can't have everything at once. As you research it, you gotta spend these points on stuff. Trainers speed up mana count right now. Going for less of those because more worried about recruits. Consorts lure in recruits. And duchesses serve as scouts, and everyone has different balances of what they produce for other stuff. You also have the a button here to create an avatar, like an internet avatar from your character, and a donate button. The game's free, the webcomic's free, so there you go. That's they also take character commissions for comics or just character portraits or references and all kinds of other stuff. So go check it out. Here you get your queen stats. I typically go for high defense because it allows more recruits, more tech upgrades, and you lose fewer troops from battling. You see your experience to the next level. You can spend stat points, and you can pick from titles. And as you go, you get more titles because these 4 starter ones aren't the most complimentary. Fights, obviously, you have where your duchesses can go scout, where you fight, and then once the whole area has been terraformed and you've completed the set number of battles, you can use this, which upgrades the amount of mana you have, but then you're going to be fighting harder guys, but that's how you advance. Plus Facebook and Twitter. So we're just going to do a fight real quick. I didn't scout, so I'm just going to randomly pick defense. And quick time event. I have a fairly high attack for where I am right now. And you can gain some recruits and XP from this. Hello. So, see? Lab, obviously, as I already explained, biotechs will randomly research on stuff. Got class specifics and then general that affects everything. And I guess you'll occasionally get respec tokens or crystals to throw wherever you want. And the more biotechs you have, the slightly more sped up things get. Though it's a slow game. It takes a lot of these guys to make noticeable dents. Magic, here's where it's researched by the trainers. And so we're gonna get a discovery in 4 minutes. And then they just randomly appear here where you have to click within a set amount of time for them to be cast. And then the tree, you either have to spend X number of mana or X number of recruits to attempt to grow the tree. On this one I haven't grown at all. And it will eventually come up with an alter option. Oh, there we go. Failed. Where you can then change your appearance. And I assume that that gets expanded with the tree and the research of the new clothes. So I don't know what else the tree does. So the game is a fun research management game. And one thing I am going to say is the game itself is pretty devoid of background and explanations besides the mechanics of the game. Now, there are explanations of the Legion, which I will link to in the description, and explanations of the different classes, which I'll also link to in the description. But they're not in the game. They're out in the web, so I'll link to those. So my first recommendation would be try put in a little bit more of a story and background in the game, maybe. But otherwise, this game's a pretty good solid start. I do like that the battle you actually have to do something as opposed to just hit fight and wait for the random number god to be nice. But that is just a quick look at Legion Simulator. And now this isn't a game that you close down and then, before I forget, and then you come back and you just kind of turn it on, leave it on. It doesn't use up a lot of resources. It'll happily sit in the background from what I could tell. So, hey, just turn it on, leave it on, and just periodically check in and manage, just like any other resource management game. Except this one doesn't try to say, "Oh, pay attention to me 24/7," like most of the other ones do. So, yeah, I guess that's all I have. I'm sorry that this isn't a little bit longer detailed, but I haven't gotten far enough to show off any of the later stuff, because I assume that there's later stuff besides the outfits. But, yeah, Nick60 signing off. See you guys in the update.